Hey guys, welcome back to Crash Team Racing. We've just beat Ripperoo in a boss race, and we're heading into Gemstone Alley.
You must first collect the required number of relics to race this.
Yeah. Now, I want to know, how do you want me to play this game? Do you want me to do it so you see everything in one, or would you rather me do the adventure first and then go back and get the tokens and the relics? Because that's kind of what I want to know. Because obviously, if I do the tokens and relics like with the trophies, you're going to see the track at least 3 times at a time, and that's a lot. So I'm thinking about doing it after I've got all the trophies, but it's up to you. Right, this is the first track of this area. We might as well get out of the way. This is Tiger Temple. Thank you very much for joining me again for Crash Bandicoot Team Racing, guys. Like I say, really appreciate your support as always, and thank you for supporting the first video as well. Like I say, this is a new type of game for the channel. We haven't actually done a racing game before. I completely forgot to mention that. I was actually thinking of playing the new Wipeout collection, but God, that game is so hard. Wipeout is not my type of racing game. It's just a bit too fast, and like I say, your reactions have to be mental to play that, like to any sort of degree of success. But this game is just, you know, hair pulling because it's so frustrating at times, but it's always doable, and that's the point. If a game is doable and a game is, you know, heavily based on skill, I think, you know, the more you play it, the better you get. I've been doing a little bit of practicing between episodes, but not too much. Okay, this is Tiger Temple, guys. So this is Pura's area, and you'll notice some of the Hawaii guys from the first game, from Native Fortress, I think the level was called. Now the tracks are going to start becoming a lot more technical now, because obviously they know we've done the first area. Oh, Coco, you swine. I nearly called her something a lot less desirable. Oh, damn. See that monkey? Oh, finally got a weapon. Didn't need that. Didn't need to take the risk. Why did I bother? Okay, that's 1 lap. That's what, 47 seconds? That's not too bad, actually. It's just quite a short track. Woo! I love it when that happens. You just sort of slide perfectly like that. Now, this area won't be as sort of tutorial-tastic as the first one, so don't worry too much about that. And I won't be explaining quite as much, because I know I had to explain a lot in the last episode. And like I said, because you have to have all the mechanics at once, obviously that means that it can be quite a lot to take in. So if you're still here, congratulations. And if you understood everything I said last episode, again, congratulations. You have graduated the GK Plays CTR Academy of whatever. Ooh, nice. I love leaving as much nitro as possible when it's the last race, last lap. And it is definitely the last lap this time. If you watch the last episode, you'll know exactly what I'm referring to. We had a slight mishap on one of the tracks. Alright, that wasn't too difficult. I didn't mention it as well, this area is called Lost Ruins. So this is a brand new area. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can hold it backwards by... you can throw bombs backwards. We already knew that. We explained it in the last ep. Cool. Right, let's get this. Come on, guys. This loading screen's far too long. Oh, you're not loading much. Come on. Finally, come on. Oh, we haven't seen Tiger on the podium yet. He's having an existential crisis. And...
Congratulations. You win a trophy. The more Wumpa fruit you collect, the faster your cart will be.
Okay, cool. I've already explained this as well. So, yeah, fast... Oh, there's a tiger up there. Cool. Let's go this way. We got a race to do here. Coco Park. Oh, I like this track. This is cool. This looks like a really easy track because there's no like really difficult. Have you noticed the mysterious door in adventure mode? Some say you need to bring enough gold to awaken His Majesty. I haven't noticed this. Again, they've put a lot in this game that I've never heard of before and never even seen. But anyway, this this track looks really straightforward because it's quite flat and open. But that's the problem. You've got loads of space for power sliding, but nothing much else. So it is reliant on skill of power sliding to get to the end, because you can't rely on big jumps and hang time at all, really, which is somewhat of an issue. Okay, this is Coco Park. Coco's an egotistical maniac, now we know. Got all statues of her for a start. I mean, Coco's nice and all, but... There we go. That's one way to use a shield. The best form of attack is defense, I think. See what I mean? There's just nothing to, like, jump off. Which I think makes it actually quite a hard track to cope with at times, because if you're really far behind, it's really difficult to catch back up. You've got a couple of little jumps, but nothing too... Nice! Love it when you get 2 or 3 of them like that. Did I just use one of them as a popping branch? Oh, Coco, your banter never ceases to amaze. I love leaving potions and stuff on speed ramps and things like that. It's just... I don't know. Awakens the evil genius in my head. That is a really creepy statue, actually. Kind of wish I had a face cam so I could try and imitate it, but I think I'd terrify you all. Arugaga. Go on, hit me with a rocket. Oh, what a shame. Oh, what a shame. Oh. Okay, maybe now not be so cocky. Nitro on there. No one can catch up. Away we go. Again! But no issue so far. Yeah, Coco Park, like I said before, it's not really a technical track. It's more of a skill track. You've got to be really on it with your power slides, and you've got to be good with weapons. Otherwise, you really don't stand a chance. And Coco is obviously very proficient on that track. So... Yep, get a speed boost. We know about that, buddy. We know about that. Even though I've missed it more or less every single time. But yeah, I'm quite enjoying playing this game. And if you're enjoying me playing it, guys, just support it. Like I said, share it with your friends. That's the most powerful way to help me out. Share it with your friends. Share it on a forum. Share it on Facebook. But give it a like and a comment as well. Did Engine's eye just pop out? Look, watch. His eye just completely pops out and he just slots it back in like it's normal. What's wrong with you, man? Well, to go with a nuke in the side of his head. You know.
To get around a tight turn, or to face a direction quickly, use the brake slide by pressing and holding the brake button while turning hard.
Crash is paying zero attention to this. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember this. Like that. Okay. Makes sense because we're going to a track called Papu's Pyramid and there's going to be plenty of tight turns for this one. Cashing for a big payout. Golden Wumpers appear in glowing crates. Catch up with them. Oh, catch up with them. Okay, so I'm guessing if we get one, it's going to be sort of racing ahead, I guess. So we've got to catch up with it. Huh. Like I said, there's a lot of new mechanics in this, and I don't know if I like all of them, but I think they're cool, don't get me wrong, and I think it's great that they put things in, but I don't know, it's just a lot to take in when you've already got a really hard racer to deal with, and then you've got even more stuff to deal with, so... But then I suppose for the people that played it before, it makes sense, because the people that played it before would storm through this quite quickly. So... Yeah, very technical track. This very, very, very technical track. Oh, look at that hunter at the top with his bendy gun. It's not a euphemism. It's genuinely a bendy gun. Oh, I think I got the boost. Yeah, check this out. You got right turns now, like proper, like right angles. So yeah, you're much better off doing the brake slide like that. I always miss that pad first time. There's a lot of really weird jumps as well that you can do. Like here, for instance. And you can miss it completely. Let's just stick to the track, shall we? Oh, there you go. There's another random place you can go. Ah! You can power slide up this pyramid, but honestly, it's just so risky. It's so easy to, like what Puro just did, you just end up like going straight into a wall. I just don't think it's really worth it. Like, if you're really good at this game, then by all means, but if you're really good at the game, then you probably wouldn't be so far behind as to require it. Sorry, Cortex. Oh, Coco, you absolute... Just realised I called Coco that, and she's effectively my sister. Oh, plant. I keep forgetting about the plants. It's such a long animation, that. Oh, and of course, because, you know, you want to win too bad. Oh! He's coming at you, Coco. No. Ah! Let's go again, shall we? It's a really good the pyramid is a very good place to put things like nitros down because people will crash into them. Just, I mean, when I can power slide up the pyramid, I could do it really well, but it's just so risky. I love that, you're racing along and you just see a bomb roll past like it's normal. Oh, who got me with that? Is that you, Cortex? Most anticlimactic shield use ever. Gotcha. Ah, no! Oh, Coco, you absolute swine. It's the second time she's been, like, really ahead of me as well. Yeah, have some of that. That couldn't have been much closer if it wanted to be. Woo! Okay. In fairness, that's the first track we've had trouble with in this area so far, so that's not too bad. 3 out of 4 ain't too bad. Might actually get to the boss quite quickly in this one. Reach your high speed by chaining up to 3. Yeah, we know about that. Oh god, I can't believe I called Coco that. I'm probably gonna delete it, to be honest, because it's fairly inappropriate. But yeah, I called her something I probably shouldn't have. I was frustrated, and I'm sorry. But yeah, she gets on my nerves because she has these really like snappy remarks. Like she'll go past, she'll go like, "Oh, get out of the slow lane, buddy," and then she'll throw a bomb at you, and she'll be like, "Oh, pass it on," and it's like, "Oh, screw you." Screw you! You're the reason I just lost this race. Don't give me bants as well. I'll punch you in the face. Yeah, have a strop. Oh, Coco annoys me. In all the other games, she's like really like innocent and sweet. But in this one, she's just a bitch.
You win a trophy. You can get a hang time turbo from jumping.
Yeah, we know about it. How would you have got to this point without knowing about that? That's what bugs me about this. Like, I don't understand how you wouldn't already be able to do that. Oh, Dingo Canyon! I forgot this was in this area. Not a fan of this track. I'm not gonna lie. This is Dingo Dial's little arena. This might be a really quick episode if we get to the boss. But I'm not counting my chickens just yet. You have to sort of take a breath between each track because it's the one little thing I suppose the loading screens are good for, I suppose. You have to sort of take a breath between each track because there's just some of them are just mad. And Papu's Pyramid, again, is another one of those tracks where one little mistake can cost you dearly. Because it's a technical track, the issue you have, the AI is always going to get it right. 99% of the time anyway, so... Yeah, this is Dingo Canyon. The reason I don't like it is because those bloody armadillos. The rest of the track's fine, it's just those. There's some inspiration from the racetracks of Crash 3 here too, which is really cool. Burp. Random thought while I'm doing this race, by the way. Now, this is very random. I was watching something the other day, and I watch a lot of like sort of trivia things, like did you know? I'm interested in trivia, and I love knowing useless information. And I was watching something on the original, the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the 1971, I think it was, film. Got with Gene Wilder in it. Do you remember the tunnel scene, the one where they go through the tunnel? There is some messed up crap going on in the background. You know when Wonka's like just talking about, like he's recited that poem, and they're getting faster? There is some messed up stuff in that level, there's some images that crop up in the background while he's talking, and they're very quick, so a child probably wouldn't know, but as an adult, I went back and watched it, and there's some really messed up stuff. Like, there's a millipede being, like, crawling over a man's face. There's a chicken being decapitated. It's like, really? It's like, this is a kid's show. This is a kid's film. It just didn't sit well with me at all. Sorry, it's very random fact, but yeah, go watch it. It's weird. Like, kids' films do generally have that sort of, like, that one sort of traumatic moment in it. Like, look at The Lion King. Look at Bambi. Look at Watership Down, you know. These are all kids' films, but they've always got, like, something dark going on in the background. But this was just, like, weird. So yeah, sorry, that was random thought of the day. Yeah. That wasn't my best performance of that track. But yeah, like I say, it was a random thought that came into my head, because I was watching it about 2 hours ago, and it was like, I don't know, for some reason I just thought about it, and I had to sort of talk about it. It's really odd. But anyway, back to Crash Team Racing. So this track is a technical track full of little bits of little ounces of frustration. The armadillos will obviously spin you out. There's a lot of speed tracks. There's a lot of opportunities to jump. So quite a technical track, this one. Not very long either, so you gotta pull your socks up and get on with it. Oh, and the music's quite good as well. Honestly, the armadillos are the reason I hate this track. And it's nothing to do with the remake, it's just generally. Like, you can't see them. They're the same colour as the bloody track. They're this sort of brown-orange colour, and the track is also that sort of weird grey-brown-orange hybrid. So you can't see the bloody things. So you lose races because you can't see something. Oh. Thank you, Pura, for taking that bottle for me. I nearly crashed into that myself. Okay, Engine's in the front. Engine's very much like us. He's a balanced driver, so he shouldn't be too much quicker than us, so he can catch up. Or we'll be able to if I get a bloody weapon to my name. No, not good, not good, not good. We're going to need an orb. No, bomb's not going to do it. Bugger. It's always... this area, it's this track I have trouble with. This and Papu's Pyramid. 9 times out of 10. But it's more often this one. Bloody armadillos. Oh, engine, bugger off. Thank you, whoever did that. Okay, the TNT was actually meant for Tiny, but we'll go with it. God, we're hurting down here. No! Bloody armadillos. Nice. Thank you, armadillos. Ooh. Okay, that's perfect. Nice. Awesome. Okay. That should take us to the boss now. That's 4 tracks. Papu's Pyramid, Tiger Temple, Dingo Canyon, and Cocoa Park. So that should be 4. So I think the next one is a boss. Yeah, sorry, no more random thoughts. I will not ruin your childhood anymore. But yeah, like I say, it was just some random thought that came into my head. I had to talk about it, so I do apologise. It's it was just one of those things that came into my head. Awesome. Who was on the Pantheon? The podium, even, not the Pantheon. Oh, either way. Oh, it's Engine and his weird eyeball, and Pura and his adolescent strop. Ooh, who we got? Oh, it's Papu.
Tired of watching puny slugs race so slow. Papu wanting action to lay Boo down big and prove Papu is world's best driver. Papu moves so fast, you munch tracks.
I love and hate this race so much. So, basically, this race is against Papu. Papu is from the first game, as you probably know. The issue is he has an unlimited supply of potions this time. Oh, sorry, he has an unlimited supply of potions. The potions are just as bad as TNTs. The problem is the TNTs at least can be gotten rid of. Papu is also a cheat. He likes to go very fast and never seems to be behind you for very long. So, Ajay, we've faced him on his own track, which is just wonderful. TNT is not going to help. Why is he not dropping potions? Oh, well, yeah, it's not just... it won't just be... Bugger! I couldn't stop myself. That's not fair. It won't just be the greens. It'll be reds as well. So yeah, you just need to watch out. Have a potion. Yeah, I'm not risking power sliding up here. Not against Papu himself. Sod that. Look at that. Gotta watch those plants. Screw you, Papu. Yeah, rockets are much better against bosses. Alright, that should put him a bit behind for a while. Yeah, well, Papu can get stuffed. Did he fall into his own thing? I've never seen him do that before. Unless it was one I put down, but I don't think I did. Oh. I might as well restart. There's no way I'm going to catch up with him now. Sorry guys, I don't mean to be defeatist, but... I don't think he drops potions here, you know. I think he does that on purpose, because obviously that pyramid would be hell if you had to avoid potions as well. No way. Honestly, I think this is like a lot harder than Rue, because like I said, at least with Rue you can get the TNTs off. Papu, you've got no chance. If you crash into him, you're going to have problems. And also, you've got the issue of, you've got the plants as well, on a highly technical track as well. Bugger. Sod off. The plants are more of a boss than the bloody bosses. Sorry, no. No, 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 no. Oh, this is such BS. Okay, we got him twice out of 3 times. Let's just try it. Okay, we didn't get the boost, but that's okay. If I can just get the hell away from him, it wouldn't be too bad, but... I get that there should always be a catch-up mechanic for the bosses on the basis that if you get ahead of them, they'd be too hard, they'd be too easy. Obviously. Bugger. But they just seem to catch up really quickly. Really quickly. Oh, nice. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, of course. It ran out literally as I stopped the mass. Of course it did. Oh, call me salty, but my days. Well, at least there's no potions up here. Sod. Ah. Oh. No. And now there's going to be potions bloody everywhere. Oh god, we might actually... Have we beat him? We got him. Thank God for that. Yeah, Papu is hard. Really hard. And you know what the worst part is? The boss is only going to get worse.
Papu not himself today. Maybe Papu not eating a big breakfast.
Wow.
You are fast for being so small. Here's key to help.
I don't think you understand how weight versus speed physics go.
Oxide much bigger problem for you. Him not as big, but him much more grumpy.
Awesome. So that's our second boss, guys. We had a lot of trouble with those tracks as we did to... I know we had some issues with Papu, and obviously we had some issues with with that last track. What was it? I can't remember. It'll come to me. But yeah, nowhere near as many problems. I feel like I'm getting more proficient with me jumping and me my power sliding. So that's good. Now this is like the next area is going to be like a big sort of spike in difficulty, I think. So yeah, I'd brace yourself if I were you. Cool. And here we are. This is the next arena. This is Glacier Park. And I will see you for the next area in the next episode, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Do like and comment. Obviously, subscribe if you want to, and please do share the video as well. That's an awesome way to help us out. So, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Bye for now.